What's up, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of Stocks to Watch. And we have the budget tomorrow. That means there's going to be volatility, and the budget is the second most important event for the year after the general elections. And we can expect a lot of volatility tomorrow. So let's understand what could be the expectations from the budget in a very quick way. And let's understand what is possible and what is kind of impossible in the budget. And hence, you can make your expectations accordingly. Before I start, please ensure that you have subscribed to the channel if you like the content, and do drop in a like and a comment if you really appreciate the content that we put forward in front of you. So let's get started with first things first. Today we had the Economic Survey of India, where we understood that the Indian economy is expected to grow somewhere near 6.7 to 7%, which is largely in line. But there's one thing which is going to literally bother the markets, and that is the fiscal deficit that is kind of growing. Now, what that means is that the government's expenses are much more than its income. And if the government wants to reduce this gap, essentially, if they want to increase their income, they will have to raise taxes. And taxes are already very high, whether it is about GST, whether it's about income taxes, whether it's about any other indirect tax. So now what the market is expecting is the market expects some kind of tax relief, some kind of structural changes or tax reforms, especially with the capital markets. That's what the market wants. But the problem is the government wants to give at least a good amount of allocation to defense as usual. They would want to focus a lot on fertilizers, and we saw that in the fertilizer stocks today. A lot of these stocks were hitting upper circuits. So yes, fertilizers will be focus area, affordable housing will be a focus area, defense, railways. I mean, these are very common themes. The only thing is, since the BJP government did not get a big mandate, meaning a big majority, they will be under pressure to not disappoint the markets or to disappoint the audience. And that means that if they want to allocate more budgets to any of these above mentioned industries or sectors, they will have to get this money from somewhere. And that means there could be some tax increases. Now, what I expect is no change in taxation, maybe some relief for capital gains taxes, maybe increasing the limit to 2 lakhs, or maybe reducing the long-term capital gains, or maybe post 5 years you don't have to pay a tax. I think that is what the markets will appreciate. I don't think we will increase taxes, because if the taxes get increased, the markets are going to crash. The markets are going to crash deeper, harder, and in a worse manner as compared to the general elections day. You can see Nifty going down by 10, 15, 20% if short-term capital gains or long-term capital gains taxes are increased, because India will be, they'll not be able to compete with other developed markets, because the effective returns, post-tax returns for foreign investors in the market will kind of reduce a lot, and that would kind of suck up a lot of money from the markets. So that's like the overall outline. We expect the allocation in infra, fertilizers, affordable housing, railways, defense, infra, and even some PLI in manufacturing. So stocks like Polycab, stocks like Dixon, etc., they could be beneficiaries. And obviously all Modi stocks, all PSU stocks, they've already moved. So, I mean, we are all expecting. So the general expectation is, yes, it's going to be a pro-growth, pro-development kind of a budget. The only question remains that if they will increase any allocation, where will this money come from? And if this money has to come from taxation, the markets won't like it. So it's like a very, I think it will be a very balanced budget. I don't think the BJP government would want to experiment a lot. So I have very neutral kind of expectations from the budget. I don't really think there's going to be a big rally or a big downfall if the BJP wants to play safe. Now, if the BJP tries to win everyone's heart, and especially the stock market, it will be a very big risk to the economy, because our economy is already very heated. So, it's very difficult to say that the budget is going to kind of take Nifty, Bank Nifty, and the overall markets a lot higher than what they are already, because we are kind of at very rich premium valuations. So again, I'm not an expert and I'm not a part of the government. So I don't really know what Nirmala Sitharaman is going to present tomorrow. But the overall expectations are, if there is a slight tax cut anywhere, especially in the capital markets, Nifty, Bank Nifty, and the entire markets, they're going to cheer. I think we're going to see 25,000 in Nifty, and we will have a very good outlook about the markets. I mean, especially the markets will be happy. So it's going to be interesting to see on what these stocks do. But apart from that, There are some technical stocks on my watch list, which I will anyway be watching out for irrespective of the budget. So let me just quickly get started with that. So first is Lovable Laundry, and this stock has been making a nice little base, and the volumes have been drying up. There is a slight uptick in volume over here, so I think a lot is very, very good over here. Again, these technical structures may not remain like this because post 11 a.m. the markets will start reacting to every single thing that Nirmala Sitharaman is going to say. So again, I can't really rely on these technical setups for tomorrow, but I think for the next week, if the markets largely remain flat, I think there'll be good action in this one. Apex Frozen Foods is another name breaking out of the base, so do keep a watch out on this one. Bhagirath Chemicals, I think Bhagirath Chemical Industry is very nice base, so this is also a wonderful stock to watch out for, specialty chemical name. DCM Novel, I think this is at an order block, so this one looks really nice, hitting an upper circuit today. CSL Finance also with a very nice base, I like it. PI Industries from the fertilizer pack doing really nice. So I was talking about fertilizers to you all, and I'll just tell you why I was talking about it, because today these fertilizer stocks were literally in, look at NFL, 10%, RCF, Madras Fertilizers, PAC, Chambal, Deepak, GNFC, GSFC, Zuari, Rama Phosphates, Paradeep. I mean, everyone did really well. So that's the reason, fertilizers and agriculture, they definitely will have a big place in the budget. Another sector, I forgot to speak about it. I think insurance premiums will kind of come down, and I think LIC and PB Fintech, which is Policy Bazaar, big beneficiaries, and I think they are likely to outperform. 361 Wealth, WAM is also setting up really nicely from a technical standpoint. Newgen is another name which I really like. I think this is also a nice little base, Newgen Software. So let's watch out on this one. Godfrey Phillips. Now, tobacco companies, I think they will feel the heat of taxation. I think if you're holding a company like an ITC or a VST or a Godfrey Phillips, I think you'll need to be a little cautious because, as I said, they will have to increase taxes somewhere. And I think maybe cigarettes could be some, avenue where taxation increases could be there. I mean, if the government tries to relieve, I mean, they are definitely not going to cut taxes. If they are staying unchanged, especially alcohol and cigarettes, I think all will be good. But if there are increase in taxation, I mean, that's going to be a problem. Crompton Greaves, another name from the consumer electrical and industrial manufacturing space. I think this will also be a big beneficiary, and I think technically also it's doing really well. EPAC Durable, another good base. I think then we've got Indigo Paints from the paint space doing really well. Crude oil is trading at very low prices, so I mean, good for it. Everready is again another beneficiary of the PLI thing, and the base is really nice. We've seen what Amara Raja has done. From the PSU banks, I have two favorite banks. UCO Bank, solid earnings today, and then PSP. I think both of them are really nice. Suzlon also, I think, came out with a good update, and I don't really trade this one, but I think from a technical standpoint, this looks fantastic. Andhra Paper, another name which is currently trading near demand, so this one's going to be interesting. United Spirits, very nice base. One disclaimer, I had an active position in this name, and I have small position left. Tomorrow there are earnings for this particular stock. So, and then there is budget. So there's going to be lots of volatility. So I have a tiny little position in this left. So that's a disclaimer. Modi Sun is another name which is kind of trying to come out of a breakout. So another engineering construction space. JSL trading near demand. I'll be watching out on this one. Then we've got Jyoti Laboratories, again, a tight little base getting formed near the moving averages. I like them. Rustomjee, another very good base which is being set up. This is into the real estate space. So if there's something for real estate, this is the stock to watch out for. Then we've got UCO Bank. As I said, today the earnings were very good. Probably tomorrow we have brokerage updates, and maybe if there's something good for the banking space, these PSU banks will kind of shoot up, because number one, they are PSUs, and then there are banks, and then there are financials, and then, small little catalysts can trigger big moves. And then Life Insurance Corporation of India from the insurance space, already breaking out of the base. So technically this is nice. Godrej Consumer Products, just like Tata Consumer Products, has been outperforming. Nice little base, could break out tomorrow. So keep a watch out on this one. Magad Sugar, another very, very good name, making a nice little base near the moving averages. And last but not the least, we've got Jagran Prakashan over here. So all in all, we have got good stock setting up technically. There's going to be an overhang of the budget, so trade lighter. I don't really expect a very big action in the index front because we've kind of mixed. Only if there's something special for banks and financials, you'll see Bank Nifty outperforming. But Nifty's, I think, is going to be balanced. But all the action will be in mid caps, all the action will be in small caps, and other diversified names. So that's exactly what my action plan is for the budget. If you like this video, do drop in a comment, subscribe, and hit the like button. And do tell me, what do you think you feel that the market's going to do tomorrow post 11 a.m. once the budget starts getting presented. That's it from my side. I hope you like this video. I'll see you the next time. Good night, take care, and all the best for your trading. Bye-bye.